Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Visions of Mana demo. Now, I have just beat the demo just to show you as well here on the picture. I was able to beat it. It was not too long, but it was fine. Like it was not super long, but it was definitely fine. Now, the thing here that I have to say from the start is that this demo is not very stable. And what do I mean by that? There's no crashes, the game plays fine, in my opinion, but the performance is very variable. So you go at the start through an open world part of the place, and that is the worst part. But I imagine that you most likely gonna be traversing through open world most of the time. And when I say the performance is not stable, I don't mean that you were having below 30 FPS, but you will have an experience that it will be from around 30 to 50, sometimes 40. Very unstable up and down how the performance was going. Now, this is the place that you fight the last boss and the first boss probably in the game. You're only 10 level. The combat feels nice and everything like that. The boss was quite fun and challenging enough. It was not an easy ride, so it felt a little bit like Dragon Quest 8, the quest that you fight first. I think it's the octopus boss as well. Very charming boss. I'm not gonna fight it now. It's not like it's difficult or anything, but I wanted to show you a little bit more. This channel is more about the settings here. So first of all, I had to use borderless windowed because if I was using anything else, it was stretching the image to be 800p. I don't think it recognizes that there are other aspect ratios here. So the borderless windowed, not even the windowed was doing that. Borderless windowed was able to do it. For the whole game, I was using high graphic settings. When I was putting it to standard, and then I will put like FSR2 at low, like or off, it will be quality or off. It will look too bad. Like I can show you, but it was looking like really bad. So let me. Yeah, as you can see here, it has dropped a lot. Like it's barely visible. Their figures doesn't look good. And believe me, this is not just the recording. It looks real bad even in the small screen. So everything looks too hazy. I don't think this is good at all. If you try to have it off, let's just say you have it off, right? This looks more clean, but does it look better than FSR and being on high? I think on high it looks actually better. And the bad thing is here that they don't let you really choose anything else, just high. And, you know, it starts with balanced, but I choose performance because it was helping me keep around 40 FPS easier. As you can, I think this looks better because it softens a little bit the image too around the edges. Maybe the standard doesn't have anti-aliasing, but in general, my hope is to have this game locked at 45 FPS. In the open world, that is not possible, but everywhere else, for example, in the boss fight, I was able to have 45 FPS locked. Now that you don't see the 45 FPS locked because I'm using an external capture card to capture this. So overall, this has been the thing. I didn't want to show too much of a gameplay, but I think because it's very obvious to see how bad the image was looking if you're not using these settings. And the game overall is very playable on here. There is no, when you lock it and you have these settings, even in the open world, okay, it may drop a little bit to 30, maybe You can have it locked to 30 FPS if you want. You can save battery that way as well. But I usually prefer to have even the little increase of 45 FPS to visual fluidness. And it definitely saves battery compared to having it on open 60. And I don't prefer that because it drops a lot. In the open world, it can drop to 30 a lot, like from being 60 FPS, it can go up to 30 immediately, and that causes the tagging. Anyway, I don't want to stretch this video out too much. This game, it feels fun. A lot of different characters that you can have around. To have fun, and yeah, I really enjoyed it so far. So, do I recommend it for Steam Deck? I think yes, but be prepared if you get this. First, be prepared to not be 60 FPS and look good. And I would say to have expectation to be around 40 to 30 FPS for this game. I don't know if this is just an very early demo, because later on the game could get into some areas that could have snow and that kind of thing that usually tank the performance. So I would say just be prepared to have 30 FPS lock. And there is a reason that didn't put only this game from the Mana series to the Switch. So there must be a reason for that. Anyway, that was the video. I hope you all have a great day and enjoy. See you next time.